to go, and they're going to open their attack like this. And Snapping Turtle over here, he asks, the little pool, the lake area, does that look deep? And he's like, yeah, you can kind of see, because the waterfall goes into this like little lake in the middle. And he's like, yeah, you can kind of see that it kind of goes, underground a bit, and it kind of, the water is being channeled through into another section there. And he's like, it looks pretty deep, because already Terry knows what Duncan wants to do. And so they all throw their smoke bombs down there, and Snapping Turtle jumps off to hit the ravine. And he's got like 2 in jump. And he does technically roll. I think he rolled a 17, so he gets it, right? And he jumps into the lake. The problem being is they've already hit everybody that they could with smoke bombs, so everybody's now alert that there's an attack going on, even though they can't really see anything. And the second Snapping Turtle hits the water, everybody knows where the lake is, and he just made noise by splashing on in there. So he's, Randolph Lundgren over here, he's like, the lake, and he sends his 2 people that he was talking to near him over there, and everybody else around the campfire, who, by the way, all have a collection of spears around this campfire. These 4 guys that are around this campfire have like a collection of spears that they use to great effect. So that's grabbed their attention. So Selena, seeing this, she's like, I'm going to take one of my actual bombs out, and I'm going to throw it into their fire, because you can still see this fire from the smoke. And she rolls pretty good, and she gets it, and it explodes. Nobody dies, but it does hurt the 4 men, but they soon get up afterwards, and they've noticed her. By the time she's already really made her second move, which she throws her glaive at the guy who was cooking the stew off to the side. And she doesn't necessarily roll too well, but with her stats the way they are, she didn't really need to. She takes the dude's head right off, instant KO. Unfortunately, because she didn't roll too well, and because she's not throwing at a perfect arc for the glaive to come back around, it kind of hits the side of the cave wall, and it digs itself into the wooden steps that, kind of spiral down. And she's like, shit. And so she goes off and she darts for her glaive, right? And when she does, she's now officially caught the attention of these 4 guys, who immediately pick up spears and start chucking them at her. She does this sick, cartwheel dodge for her glaive, and actually dodges the first spear, and she picks up her glaive in, mid-cartwheel, right, and she flips all the way around, but the second spear, kind of clips her, and it pushes her back against the wall. And the third one, she can already see coming right for her face, so she's like, I instantly drop my glaive, and I go to catch the spear. And I'm just like, holy shit, you're actually going to try and catch a spear. She's like, yep, I'm going to go catch the spear. And already we're like, oh fuck. First person down, this is not good. I'm nowhere, inside. It's just these 3 people. They instantly know where Snapping Turtle is. Okay. And Selena's about to be dead. However, she actually rolls a 20. She catches the fucking spear. That is amazing. Okay? That is ninja if I've ever seen it. So she catches the spear with both hands, and unfortunately, this leaves her open to the 4th spear, which spears her in the stomach and pins her to the wall, where she spends the rest of the fight at. So she's pinned to the wall with the force spear, bleeding out, coughing blood. I mean, she gets hit real hard with the force spear. Uh, Snapping Turtle has made his way out, and he's engaging in battle. And he attacks the first guy in the that belongs to the group of four, and he blocks with his spear. And then Snapping Turtle kicks him in the balls and like buries both of his kama in his head. So that was his solution. Once the dude blocked him with his spear, and he's just like, I kick him right in the balls. Like, oh, okay. And so we've also got Death Spear up here, who proceeds to once again throw his spear. Completely misses. So then he decides he's going to throw... Or, no, he throws his spear at Grandolph one of Grandolph Lundgren's boys. Completely misses. Randolph Lundgren's still, clearing smoke, and he's just like, okay, fuck this. I'm going to take out my my blow dart gun, and he's going to go for Randolph Lundgren. And sure enough, he rolls like an 18. Gets Randolph Lundgren in the back of the neck, and the main bad guy is down for the fucking count. Fantastic, right? Like, the dude we came here to assassinate, already dead. Unfortunately, this prompts his two women to come out. One with the scimitar and one with the claymore, completely butt-ass naked. But they come out anyways with these swords. And they're going for Snapping Turtle, who is now currently engaged in battle with the two who were discussing whatever they were discussing in front of Randolph Lundgren before he went down. And, man, he's trying to go for the guy's leg to, like, no avail. You know, the dude's ducking him and shit. And these two guys, they have swords. They don't have spears, but... and he's about to lose hard to these two guys. He tries to roll underneath the first guy and like sideswipe his leg off with one of his kamas, but the guy dodges. Sees him coming a mile away with this little tactic. This isn't this guy's first fight. Not his first rodeo. And so he dodges and he comes down with his sword. And Snapping Turtle, he blocks it right. But now he's like pinned to the ground, blocking this one guy's sword and trying to swipe underneath his feet, And the other guy comes up and gets him right in the back with a long sword. Like stabs him right in the back with a long sword. It goes right through him. It's not looking good for Snapping Turtle. And the two chicks, they're coming up on him. And so now Han's going to pull this bullshit where he's like, okay, well, I'm going to throw my 3 at each one of them. He's like, I position myself, and I'm going to throw my 3 throwing stars, in a particular position that'll snag all 3 of them, right? And because he's the DM, of course, he can do this. And I shit you not, he kills the guy who's stabbing Snapping Turtle in the back. Hits him right in the head with the ninja star, kills him. The chick with the scimitar hits her in the throat while she's charging at Snapping Turtle, and she goes down spinning, grabbing her throat, falls right into the lake beside them. And the other one the third grouping of rolling doesn't go as well as the other two, and pegs the girl in the shoulder with the claymore. However, it does buy an entire round, because when it goes into her shoulder, it hits her, and she kind of drops her claymore a bit in order to dislodge the shuriken. So she's distracted. Unfortunately, by this time, I've finally run up, and I've caught up with the group. And unfortunately, by this time, the group of four men have noticed Han and inadvertently noticed me running up. And I am just running up to the shit right now, because my character doesn't know what the fuck's going on. So I've just run into this fucking snake pit of very vicious people, and they proceed, of course, to, throw spears at me. And so I'm trying to get my bow ready, and, the first guy, throws a spear at me, and I manage to dodge that, and I flip right around, and I'm like, I dodge that, and I flip right